What up, YouTubes? Let me find my chat here. Come on, YouTube. To get up, don't worry, get a chance to redo settings for your live later. Streaming software. Jeez. There we go. We're in business. I can see chat now. What up, YouTube? Hope everyone's having a good day. The markets sure aren't. It's going to be a spicy week, man. If the music's too loud, let me know. I'm going to go live on TikTok, too. What up, TikTok? Well, Bitcoin just had a nasty little candle, huh? The markets ended, wasn't a great day, right? Dow fell what, 870 points. S&P drops 2%. Worst day since October. I think we're in what? Trade war take 7, you know? Trump, you know, doubled down on those today. He had a long press conference today. I don't know if you guys caught that, but he doubled down on the takeover of Greenland, tariffs, and the markets do not like uncertainty, and that's what we're seeing, right? So NQ, tough day, tough. I mean, it's been I mean, you look at it, right? Let's go ahead and let's get rid of some of this crap on my screen. Boom, boom. You know, it's been uncertainty for a while, and that's why NQ's just kind of been sideways. Losing a little bit of support here, though. We had that 4-hour on NQ. Well, that swing low. I guess the next target, if we can't reclaim that, is what? 24.9? All right, bulls want to reclaim that low that we had back on Friday, the 2nd of the month. Beginning of the year. What up, TikTok, I should say. What up, Garrett? What up, Nathaniel? So yeah, I mean, if we can't reclaim that, you know, where are we heading? Let's come on down here, 24.9. Let's see if we can't find that as support. But I think it's going to be a spicy week. We got a lot going on this week too. Not so much. Let's see, what is tomorrow? Is the 21st, right? Nothing really tomorrow, but Thursday's the big one. We got initial jobless claims. We got PCE. We got GDP. Lots of stuff that can move the markets on top of trade wars, Greenland, everything else going on, right? And I do believe JD Vance is going to Minnesota on Thursday. So just all kinds of stuff in the news, right? Friday, pretty light. So going into Thursday, lots of stuff to watch on Thursday. Lots and lots of stuff. Core PCE, GDP, like I said, and jobs claims. Dots on RDDT. We'll take a look at some stuff, Garrett. We'll take a look at some stuff. GDDT or RDDT, you said. Oh, Reddit. Large leap, a target 280 by June, huh? So your target's 280 by June. What do you have protecting your downside? You know what I mean? Where are you wrong? Is what I would say in that is, so you have a target, right? That doesn't mean you're guaranteed to go to 280. What are you looking at as invalidation? Where are you wrong on that 280 so you don't lose a bunch of money on that? I mean, I look at it right now and it could find support here, right? I mean, you have a pretty decent swing low here on Reddit from Christmas, right? From around Christmas time. And I think as long as that holds, if we can find support there, right, you're attacking the highs again. You're attacking the highs again. You're attacking the highs again, you know, right at that 280. So I don't know where you got in, right? But that's what I would look at, man. Good. I'm glad you have an out. I'm glad you have an out. I mean, it's at a pretty important... I mean, you target the lows on the way down, you target the highs on the way up. Let's not overcomplicate trading, because trading is not complicated, right? We're the ones who make it complicated because we're complicated. It's holding the low right now. If it doesn't hold this low, it's just going to attack the next low, right? And if it doesn't hold that low, you got one more there before it could get ugly. But so far, it's holding it. So far, it's holding it. But if it doesn't, I'd watch that 213, 207. And then fast up, fast down, man. You got a big old gap between that 205, 180. But like I said, if we can get a little bounce here, you got some highs to target on the way up. Hello, Benjamin. My name is Benjamin too. Thanks for joining the stream. What up, Juss? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. There is a lot going on in the world, Juss. It's almost too much to keep up with, man. I have like news fatigue. It's just, there's just so much to keep up with. And you know what the craziest part is? Like one tweet. All it takes is one tweet from Trump to send the markets off the rails, right? One way or the other. How many years does it take to become a day trader? You want to know what the correct answer to that is, Benjamin? It takes as long as it takes, brother. It takes as long as it takes, man. What's the most you've ever made in a day? Steve, you want my social security number and my credit cards too, dude? My blood type, Josh? I do this for a living. I'll put it to you like that. I do this. This is my job, brother. Back to your question, Ben. How long does it take to be a day trader? It takes as long as it takes, man. Some people, it could take years, right? I think on the average is probably about 2 years to be a profitable one. It's a profession, man. It's like anything else. How long does it take to be a doctor? You know? How long does it take to be a lawyer? How long does it take to be anything? You know? Some people can do it quicker, so, you know? But I think average is about... Well, first of all, the average is most people do not become profitable traders, right? It's like 90 to 95% failure rate. But the ones who do turn a consistent profit, two-ish years, I think is kind of the average. Bro's trading Reddit, Manny hop on NQ. I'm not trading Reddit. I was charting it for somebody who has a leap option for 280. Nope, I trade NQ and I trade Bitcoin, man. Those are the two that I trade, right? Outside of my like just portfolio of hodls. I made 97K from EXK so far. Good job, dude. Sometimes I trade gold, man. Sometimes I do. A lot of the guys in the group trade gold. Do some people make profit first trade? Dude, there's beginner's luck, sure, but keeping that profit's another story. Check BFS. Sol Centers Inc. Or is this a crypto? What are we talking here? What's BFS? Sol Centers Inc. You gotta be a little more specific. I guess it's just 4-hour complete downtrend. Do you need to be in a group to trade? No. But I mean, dude, it's a profession, man. You know, Jesse Livermore, I think it was Jesse Livermore, one of the most famous traders in books, writes books, right? He's one of the most famous studied traders out there. Tragic ending, but he was out to dinner with a doctor, right? And the doctor asked him, like, hey man, you got any quick tips on how I can make some money in the markets? And his response was, hey man, do you have any quick tips on how I can get rich being a doctor? You know, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. Building a back end. Good job, dude. What trading software do you use? I mean, I chart on trading, do you? That's a loaded question. That's a very loaded question, man. Hey, if you want like a good free beginner course, man, it doesn't cost you $1. TacticalEdgeTraders.com. We'll build you that foundation for free. Doesn't cost you $1. We're not course sellers here. We just like to hang out and make some money in the markets. And hey, we lose too, right? But free education, links in the bio. Doesn't cost you $1. How much money do you need to start? 0, because you shouldn't be trading real money to start. I'm good, Tort. Let's look at Apple short, Garrett. Oof. Oh, yeah. Well, I'll tell you like this, right? Here's the question. I gotta turn off this magnet. Is it finding support here? Right? It's not verified, right? Like this isn't, it's bouncing. It got a reaction there, right? But does that reaction stick? If it can find support here, there's some upside, right? Well, I mean, that's a stupid question, right? If it doesn't go lower, of course it's gonna go higher, right? But it's at a spot right now that would make sense to pause, right? I mean, here's the scary part though. You lose that. Where's the market structure tells you where price is going, right? That's what market structure is for. Liquidity tells you why it's going there, right? So if we go lower, we're gonna go here. Why? Because there's liquidity there, right? And then if we're gonna go lower than that, we're gonna go here. Why? Right? Because we're losing market structure, we're losing a low. You're gonna attack the next, which is there and there. So is there potential for more downside? Yes, but there's also potential for upside if this holds, if this 247-ish holds as support. Just keep it simple, right? If you're in profit, have a plan for if this becomes support and we start going up, where are you closing out and taking your profits? Because why? Because nobody goes broke taking profits, man. Heard Deutsche Bank got margined. Oof. Paper trading is better for beginners, Ben. Yes. As far as I'm aware, and correct me if I'm wrong here, I think trading is the only profession in the world where you can lose money, right? I mean, you show up to a job, you get a paycheck. So you don't need to lose money and learn at the same time. Paper trade, learn first, chase the process. Sounds like you're young. I think you said you're in college. You got plenty of time ahead of you, right? There's no reason to rush it. I wish I would have started in college. Yeah, silver's crazy, dude. Silver's. I love Bookmap, Bello. I don't use it as much anymore these days, but it's a great order flow tool. I love Bookmap. Yep, Ben, it's the same. Trading's the hardest way to make easy money, dude. I love that, dude. I'm gonna steal that from you. That's great. Good job. I can't see your name, but someone said made my first 110 today of paper trading. Are we buying or selling, dude? We're selling. We're selling till we're not, right? Maybe more so on crypto, right? Like Bitcoin. I think the local trend is down on stocks, obviously, and I don't know that's gonna get any better right now. We're in a temporary kind of risk off, and we've kind of been like, I don't know that you call it risk off, but it's been indecisive right now. We're in a transition phase, right? We don't know what we're gonna transition into yet. I don't have a crystal ball. If you guys do, let me know. We could transition up, we can transition down. I'm not gonna pretend to have a crystal ball here. But the stock markets have been sideways too. But look, bonds are rising, tariffs, uncertainty in the markets. We had sticky inflation, the last inflation report. What am I missing here? We've had gold is going through the roof, right? Silver, precious metals, right? Boomer rocks, as I call them, are going through the roof. I mean, that's just, what does that usually spell? What does that usually mean, right? When all those things line up, people are scared. Plus, I think you're going to see some retaliation too, right? I think you're going to see some of the European countries de-risk in the US. That's why we are down on the dollar, right? Oops. Dollar, right? Look at the dollar. Dollar's dropping, but stuff should be rising, right? Stuff should be rising. Can you show everyone EXK? Let me show everyone EXK for homeboy over here. Oh, Endeavor Silver. Yeah, I mean, anything that has silver in the name, dude, just buy it, right? Yeah, that's crazy. Oh, yeah, I mean, it's right up to its, I mean, an all-time high, right? It's there. Either price discovery or a blow off top. Which one is it? And if silver keeps rising, man, it's gonna keep going. That's right, Lex. People transfer to gold and silver, safe asset. 100%. Max manipulation. What's your thoughts on BFS? I think I answered that. I don't know. Is that Sol Centers? There's so many BFS here, man. And that's without. Is it Sol Centers Inc? I would say it doesn't look great, right? If this is what you're looking at. I'd probably say there's probably a trend in here somewhere that needs to be broke, like there. It's in a downtrend, right? We're looking like we're losing support. It's a back test right now. Reclaim it. Maybe you go up to 38 bucks, lose it. You're coming back down to 24. Palantir. Sorry guys, I'm watching two chats because I'm live on YouTube and TikTok. I will, you know, if I miss something, just retype it. Well, I know I wouldn't bet against Palantir, but what is this, the weekly chart? Let's go to the daily. It just looks like the NASDAQ, right? I mean, it's just indecision right now, chopping sideways. A low that it's got to hold. We're kind of at one, right? Boom. The high to attack if we go up. Boom, boom. Right, lows below us, support below us. I mean, as long as 146 holds, I think we're Gucci, right? I think if we go down though, there's a lot of liquidity built up below us. I don't know that it goes back down to 65 bucks, but I think it looks okay, man. I don't see any reason to worry yet. My worry would be like you lose 149, 150 bucks. That's when I would worry about Palantir and probably be risk off on this bad boy until it reclaims that, right? Or finds a bottom lower. But right now it's holding at 167, right? If this flips to support, again, you're attacking that high at 186, right? You can flip that. Guess what? 197. Just take it one level at a time, man. One swing, one liquidity pool at a time. Do I think it goes up long term? For sure. I mean, just zoom out, right? And I wouldn't bet against them. I'm generally trying to teach. Yes, there's a free, we're not course sellers, right? I'm not selling you a course. We have free information, right? And I promise you it's the best information out there because I actually trade these freaking markets. Just go to the link in the bio, sign up for free, dude. Go to Training Grounds and all of this shit is free, right? No credit card, nothing. All of these are all free courses, right? And this is something new that I've been doing, and I'm adding courses constantly, right? The last one that I added was the 14th, right? So you can see I'm constantly adding, and it's all flowing in a structure to build off of the last one. And then we have a Discord too. Hop in, man. It's all free. You ain't got to pay for nothing. The only thing you have to pay for is if you want to trade live with us, because I don't want a bunch of noobs in there asking questions. So I do have a gate on that, but that's it. Otherwise, everything else is free. And I hope that makes sense, right? Because actually, that's how I pay my bills, man. I don't need 1,000 people in there asking questions. Thanks, David. What up, Anunnaki? Good to see you, dude. So cool. That's kind of my thought. Just keeping it simple on Palantir, right? Not overcomplicating it. Hopefully this support holds, right? So far that liquidity is being defended. If we can find a bottom, boom, 186. If we can't get above that, 196. If we lose this support, I would look at 147, which you don't want to lose, because then it's could be kind of a quick down before finding a bottom. Yeah, I did. I was actually, where was I? I was at the dentist reading about Netflix earnings. Do we find a bottom? Again, it's at a good spot to find a bottom, right? If we find a bottom, it might have a little more downside. I believe I have after hours on here. You know, that $83 level, right? There could be a little bit more downside. Like, where does the market Again, market structure tells us where price is going, liquidity tells us why, right? So market structure right now is telling me Netflix is going down. I think it was good earnings though. If I kind of just caught the headline, right? But they had subscriber growth. Oops, I went to netflix.com. They had subscriber growth. The revenue was up. It was good earnings, right? I would look to that kind of $83 level. And again, that doesn't mean it's exact, but around there. Maybe we sweep it, we reclaim it, and then we find a bottom there. And they got good partnerships. I mean, they're doing live stuff now too. I mean, dude, I canceled DirecTV just because I wasn't watching it, and now I'm almost regretting canceling DirecTV because I need to have like 8 freaking streaming apps to watch the NFL now. Between the NFL and NBA, I need to have like every single streaming app out there. It's so stupid. So I might as well pay for cable at this point. It's dumb. But anyways, my point is Netflix is even doing that now. Going to fair value gap. Which fair value gap? That's the question, right? I always look at it fast up, fast down, right? Like there was some support we found here. We chopped sideways there for about a week, and then we found that as support again and again. And it would not surprise me if we found it as support again. But if we lose it, right? Fast up just means fast down. I think 76 would be the next area to look for potential bounce. But really, I like that $83 level, man, for Netflix. Daniel says new to Forex started last week. Good luck, but what a Bosco. OG Bosco. I think Bosco, dude, you're like how long you been in the group, Bosco? Since we started. I think you're like you and Bripto, Ryan, I think are like some of the oldest guys in there now. The one with the bullish candle, the one that went up fast. I think you're talking here. What I just kind of circled. Jeremiah's studying. Good job. Good job. You think it's going to drop more? I think I don't think, right? That's not how my brain works. But if it drops more, I'd be looking to buy around $83. That doesn't mean I'd buy at $83, right? I'd have to come up with an idea and have the market confirm that idea. So my idea would be we sweep the liquidity, we reclaim. I see offside traders in there. Boom, I'm longing it back up, right? My trader brain works differently than my like long-term holder brain. I don't have biases. Like I have levels. I'm looking for an idea at that level. If that idea at the market confirms that idea, then I buy or sell. So my idea right now is $83 holds, right? Support. You see buying after that, buy a call, whatever you do, long it, short, not financial advice, but I just think $83 looks important. It's been important. I think if you lose it, it's oh shit, right? I think if it holds, we're probably pretty good. Maybe up to like $104 again at minimum. Maybe a little bit of resistance there. Right? Reclaim that. Maybe we're back to the highs again. But it's selling off right off of good news. I bet it comes back. Yeah, plus the Warner deal. Says ASD. Someone who looks like he just rubbed his head against the keyboard there. Yeah, I saw news about that too. It's an all cash offer now, right? Isn't it? Netflix, Warner deal. Yeah, and it's an all cash deal now, right? So before it was a cash and stock offer. They're at this point, they're just like, screw it, right? Let's just break out the briefcases of money and buy Warner, which is a big deal, man. Warner owns a lot of stuff too. I mean, it's HBO, right? HBO owns Warner Digital. I mean, yeah, Warner Digital owns HBO and other stuff too, right? DC Universe. They have all the film rights. Yep. Big stuff, man. Yeah, I don't think this sticks, but I think it probably a little bit like, why wouldn't you just go down to $83? And it's like every, you know, it's like here, this is what I want to see at the $83 level is this. I want to see us sweep, right? I want to see us take that, reclaim it, and then pop. So I want to see that same thing here. So I want to see us come down. I want to see us sweep that little wick down there, reclaim that level, and then off to them braces. That's the idea. Maybe it just holds though, right? You got 3 options, I'll tell you that, right? You got a 33% chance of being right when it hits $83. It's either gonna do what? It's gonna do one of 3 things. It's either gonna bounce, it's either gonna break, or it's gonna sweep. That's it. That's the only option that it has when it gets there. So that's 33% chance. Stack those probabilities. CBZ stock. What is this? I'm not familiar with this one. Let me go to the weekly. Well, it was ranging, right? What is CBZ? CBZ stock. Is it something that I know? CBiz Inc. 52-week low. What do they do? Not that it really matters from a TA standpoint. Oh, financial health and growth. Wait, no. I don't know. Tell me in chat what they do. Immunity bio. I mean, it doesn't look great, right? Because we were chopping sideways. Now we're kind of losing it. If this was in fact a bear flag, which it's obviously looking like a bear flag, you know, impulsive move, take us to about 40 bucks ish. You know, that's not science, but I think like it's at an important level. A lot of these are just like, look, right? Boom. You had resistance, blew through it, support, right? This is what acceptance looks like, right? This is acceptance. This is when it was resistance, right? And maybe even going further back. No. So I hit resistance, sold off, and then we broke through that high, that resistance, right? And this is acceptance. You're trading above that level, right? And then we go higher. So I'd probably be looking for a similar thing to happen there. That seems like a pretty strong level at 40. We're at it. You know what I mean? So that's got to hold. You'd want to see a similar thing, a bounce, a sweep, a reclaim. You definitely don't want to break lower because then it's probably coming down to like 36 bucks. So hope that holds, man. Hope that $46 level holds. Well, I guess it depends if you're long or you're short on this thing, right? But what app is this? It's TradingView, Angelina. And if you want to know how to use it for free, hit the link in bio. Doesn't cost you $1. We'll teach you for free. This thing had a massive run up, just massive since 2012, right? It hasn't looked back. Up 1600-ish% since 2012, right? Down 50% right now. I mean, if it's gonna find a bottom, I'm gonna tell it to you like this: it's gonna find it here at 46. It's gonna find it here at 35. Maybe, you know, I don't know that it comes down this far again. But one of these, right? Trading is all auctions. Here's an auction, right? We fell into that auction again. We get accepted lower, right? Top of range, bottom of range. If it loses support, it's gonna go to the next support. But it hasn't done that. IBR, can you look at SMX? Security matters. Is that SMX or crypto SMX? I'm gonna assume it's this one. Yeah, it can't be this one, right? This one? This one or the crypto? Because it's this one. It was this one. Get out of it. Yeah, dude. This thing's, I don't know what happened here, but that's over with, done with. Sorry. Take your bumps. What time frame do you use to confirm a break of a level? It's a very nuanced question, right? What, Mr. Moses? Chop chop. QRVO. What app can I buy stocks after 4 p.m.? You buy futures sometimes, right? I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. The Nasdaq's going 24/7 though. What up, Cub? How long did it take me to learn? A long time, man. I learned the hard way too. I didn't have anyone to teach me. Flatline to death. Yeah. Back to the question. What time frame do you use to confirm a break of a level, right? I think like the generic non-nuanced answer is whatever time frame you're looking at the break on, right? But confirmation isn't just a price thing, right? Like let's look at Bitcoin. Let's just, and it doesn't matter what asset I look at. I just want to make that real clear. That TA is TA. It works on every asset, on every time. What did I just do? Every time frame. What works on a 5-minute chart works on an hour chart. Blah 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 blah. Let's just look at Bitcoin though, right? So I think you need to put it in. You need to reference it to what you're looking at. So if you're looking at like a range, like Bitcoin was in here, right here, we're ranging for like a month, right? This is going all the way back, more than that. This is going back to November 2025, where we just been ranging sideways doing what? Building liquidity. Up, building liquidity down, right? Here's the break, right? And then if you were on crypto Twitter, time was fractal. Yep, 100%. If you were on Twitter, this is where everyone was like, altcoin season's back, you know, we're back, we're going to the moon again. And that's what they want, right? They want breakout traders to pile in so they can take your liquidity and run it the other way. So what confirmation looks like to me is going to probably be like, there's not one thing, right? So what does confirmation look like to me? So on a break, I want to see a break. Ideally, in a perfect world, and trading's not perfect, I want to see a break, a retest, and then a break higher, right? But then there's all the nuances of, you know, what is the regime? Are people risk on or risk off? What's the market? You know, there's a lot more to it than just that. But from a market structure standpoint, that's what I want to see. I want to see a break, a retest, and a bounce, right? As opposed to a break and an SFP, right? Where we just cleared out the range's liquidity and we're probably going to go lower. I hate to see it. Sorry for all the crypto bros out there. But we swept the range, right? We swept the range from the multi-month long range. Liquidity sweep, yep. And look what happens, right? Anytime we have major moves in the market, what happens? Look at this. The top of the market for Bitcoin. We swept the whole range and went lower, right? And it works the other way too. Look at these look at the upswing here from June of last year. We swept the whole range and pumped, right? Look at here. Excuse me. My throat's getting dry. Swept the whole range, pumped. Dude, before every big move, there's a liquidity sweep. It's a liquidity sweep, Leb. There's money below here. There's stop losses, right? From everyone who went long here and long here. Ranges create liquidity. Right? When you're chopping sideways like this, which happens a lot, you're creating liquidity, right? Because people are buying and selling. Buying, selling. So that creates orders. That creates orders that before we go up, they're going to take those orders and say, thank you very much. But not only that, retail, being emotional, right? Being fearful, fear of missing out, they're going to sell. They're going to sell into that, right? And they're just selling into buy orders, just filling big, large institutions, and we run it up. And they do this over and over, every single range. I mean, it's here, right? Swept it up, here. Swept it down. Every range. Find, this is what and by the way, here, let me show you this. Let me show you guys something. Show me a time. This was back on the 13th. In Discord, I said this. I said, show me a time on a higher time frame chart where we did not sweep before pumping. And this is, I'm talking about Bitcoin specifically here in this little range that we were in. We did not sweep lower liquidity at all. We did not sweep buy side liquidity at all. So I said, before it happened, I said, show me a time on a higher time frame chart where we did not sweep before pumping. If this pump stuck, which this was before we dumped, by the way, this was during the pump, right? So this was on this day, big green candle day, right there is when I said this. It says it right here, the 13th, right? If this sticks, it'd be an oddball. I say down. I said it right there, right? Anyone want to bet? I said as a joke. Because we didn't take liquidity for that pump to make sense. It did not make sense. And it would, if it did, we would have to have studied it because it's quite the oddball, right? How low you see Bitcoin go? When do you think we pump? I'll tell you this. Look at October of this year for a bottom. I'll tell you that for Bitcoin. You guys want a little insider info? Not insider info, but you guys want to do a little exercise right now? I'm going to show you something. I'm going to show you something insane that's going to blow everyone's mind. Watch this. Let me find a chart that goes way back in Bitcoin's history. This goes back to 20. This is good enough. All right. And give me a second here. All right, here we go. This is going to blow your guys' mind. This is going to blow your guys' mind. So the all-time low in 2015, which was, let me find my date range tool. All right, for Bitcoin, the all-time low in 2015, which was right here, to the all-time high in 2017, this is cycle stuff, right? It was 1064 days. I need to make it longer. On the nose, 1064, right? This is a weekly chart, so I can't get it on the nose, but 1064, there we go. That's the all-time high. You guys with me? All-time high. Very, very tippy top. So from the all-time low of the cycle to the all-time high was 1064 days, right? Now watch this. From the all-time high to the all-time low, 364 days. No, this is where it gets crazy. This is where it gets insane. And I'm going to prove to you that we live in a simulation and we live in the Matrix. Here's how insane this is. Watch this now. All right. From the all-time low to the next all-time high, how many days do you think it is? Anyone want to guess? Anyone want to guess? 1064. Exactly. To the tippy top. Are you seeing a pattern here? Are we seeing a pattern here? Now watch this. Watch this. From the all-time high to the all-time low. Anyone want to guess? Anyone want to guess? I can't get it exact, but it's, oh, there we go. 364 days. You want to see what's next? Anyone want to take a guess on what the next is from the low to the high? And what date that would have put us at? 1064. That's, we live in the Matrix. We live in the freaking Matrix, guys. This shit is pre-programmed. So, all right. If this trend continues, the bottom of the market, right, will be, gotta make sure I get this exact, 364 days later, which is right, oops, right there. So the bottom of the market for Bitcoin is going to be on October 5th of 20. It's my daughter's birthday. 2026. There you go. If the Matrix is real, which so far it has been, that's going to be when you look for the bottom of the market. You heard it here first. History rhymes, man. I mean, that's insane though, right? That's too crazy to be a coincidence. To the day. You know what I mean? To the day. That's insane. That's crazy. I can't, I didn't make this up. still recovering from the flu. Yeah. I'm saying buy when it's going up, right? It's going down right now, so you take profits and you sell. You take profits and you sell. I'm not saying this is exact, right? But it's crazy. It's something to think about. That's freaking insane. That's pretty crazy. Right now, Bitcoin's going down. You don't buy, right? Market structure stuff. You look at the daily market structure. Higher highs, higher lows. Bear flag, probably coming lower. But once we start breaking up and market structure shifts, right? When do you buy Bitcoin? When it's doing this. When you sell or, you know, take profits? When it's doing this. I just keep it simple. That's just a little crazy. Call it a coincidence, call it the Matrix, whatever you want. So we can set limit orders and chill. Don't do that. I don't really do altcoins, Mazzy. I'm out of the altcoin game. Altcoins are, put your money in the S&P 500, man. That's a losing game. Unless you're on it, right? Unless you know market structure, that's... I'm not an altcoin guy, man. I'll look at altcoins if you got something to look at. I think Bitcoin's going down in the short term, yeah. I mean, it is, right? I think this was the grab. And I guess I don't trade off of thinking, right? But I think this was the grab of the range and we're gonna lose the range. Not saying tomorrow. I'm not saying even next week. I'm saying it would make sense from a structure standpoint. You know what crypto looks good right now? For Zcash, dude, I'd probably look to there for a bottom 302. I probably wouldn't buy till one, two things happen. We find a bottom at 302 or we break 447, 450, 447, right? Because that'd be switching structure up. Then you could go 440, be like $100 swing, right? From here to here. But I like this. I like this. I like this. I like this. I like that $300 level. Nice round psychological. Netflix for long term. I think Netflix is good for long term. Maybe I can find some pattern in Tesla too. Maybe. Monero, dude. I haven't looked at it in the last couple of days. But, oof. It was looking good. It was looking good. Getting a little pullback now on Monero. I mean, it's still like one of the best performing cryptos. You know, it's got to hold that 481-ish level. If it doesn't, it could get real ugly. But Monero's had a crazy run this year. It's like 2025 was nuts for Monero. I mean, even going back to 2024. I mean, this thing is up still 400% at its height, 700%, right? Getting a little sell-off though, off that pump. I don't know if that was news related or what. I didn't really look into it. Last time I looked at it, it hadn't pulled back yet. Can you explain what levels you're talking about? Support resistance levels, man. If you guys are like brand new to trading and you want to understand what I'm talking about and what I'm saying, hit the link in the bio. It's free. Free. QQQ. I'll explain to you exactly what I'm looking at. I'm not gonna, it'd take me hours and hours to do it here, but just support and resistance levels, man. It's expectational order flow, market structure. What do I mean by that? If the market's doing this, it's expected that it's gonna keep doing that, right? You break a low, this is generally speaking, right? Get that back test and it's just gonna continue to do this till it doesn't, or transition into a sideways market. I think if more people understood even basic market structure, they'd be a lot more profitable in the markets. And it's not hard. Just pattern recognition, connecting the dots, highs and lows. Grand 90, how am I a poor scammer, brother? I don't sell a course. I don't sell nothing. It's free. So how am I scamming anyone, brother? Get out of here, loser. Bitcoin just did the same thing. Yeah, I mean, you can look at it, right? I mean, you look at it, look at any asset. I mean, we could go look at Tesla. If you want to look at Tesla, someone mentioned Tesla. So here's market structure, right? And this is all in hindsight stuff. I understand that, right? There's the high. Well, first of all, we'll start low, right? There's the low, the higher low, higher low, higher low, right? There's the high, higher high, higher high. Then we put in a low, right? Still a higher low. That's the low to break. So this trend is intact until we break this low. So once we break that low, that doesn't mean, oh my God, the world's ending, sell everything, right? But it just means something's changing. It's important to pay attention to what's changing, right? Then we put in a what? Higher low, I'm sorry, lower high, right? And then we break that low again, right? And go lower and higher low. It's just, it's higher, it's all at these highs and lows. Generally speaking, dumbing it down, making it simple. I think if a lot more people understood that, they trade a little bit better. What up, William? Good to see you. Dusk network chart seems weird. I'm new, so I don't know. Well, let's look at Dusk. Oof, what happened there? That has to be, it's either a crazy short squeeze, which I don't know how much open interest is on Dusk. I guess there doesn't need to be a lot if liquidity is low, right? Maybe there was, though. It could have been news-based or something, though. What time frame was I looking at? So this is on the daily. So let me make this daily. It's like everyone just longed it all at once. It wasn't really a short squeeze. It's kind of squeezing out of the top here now as people are taking profits. I guess you can't even see that on the screen, huh? Open interest is just futures contracts opening in the market, right? So everyone longed it on the 16th. So I wouldn't buy now, obviously, right? Like you don't want to buy the top like this. Some of that's coming back. Dusk network news. I bet you it was news. Partnership with the Netherlands and bringing their exchange online. It looks like a bunch of news over the last couple days. Privacy is kind of hot right now. Privacy coins have been gaining traction. I've noticed that. They partner with Chainlink. There's been a lot of partnership announcements in the last couple days. Just my thing is, for me and my strategy, at the end of the day, you do you. I don't chase this. I know what goes up must come down, especially in crypto. Maybe not as much in like stocks and TradFi markets. Carlos, I've already gone over Netflix. I guess we could look at it. What time frame do you use for your thesis? Depends on what my thesis is. I use all time frames. You know, we trade live every day together in Discord, and usually I get my ideas off of higher time frames, right? But I execute on lower time frames. I'm sorry if I just blew my nose into the mic. I'm still recovering from that nasty flu that's going around. So usually it's like daily levels, weekly levels, but I'm executing on like a 5-minute, 15-minute. What's my strategy is a long question, man. I guess for my day trading, mark out daily highs, daily lows, today's, yesterday's, because I'm getting in and out, right? When I sit down, I want to be done by 10 o'clock in the morning. That's what my strategy is, right? So how do I make that happen? I'm trading from liquidity to liquidity. I'm looking for a sweep of the daily, sweep of the weekly, a reclaim. I'm looking for trap traders, and I'm looking to long or short it in the other direction. That's a very dumbed down version. I love my sweeps and trap traders though. Daily, weekly levels. I mean, I can probably show you. I don't know if I deleted them or not. Just current week high, current week, last week low. How many times a week? How many times a week do you think we sweep a weekly level on NQ or on Bitcoin and push it the other direction? Anyone want to take some shots at that? How many times a week on average? NQ, Bitcoin, ES. What up, Eddie? Very often. I'd say 3 to 7 on a normal week. 3 to 7. What's a liquidity week sweep in simpler words? Sure. So a liquidity sweep, it could be an SFP. There's ICT has different names for it. I care less about the label I'm putting to it and what the behavior is, right? So when the buyers are in control in an upswing like this, right, and sellers take over, this is creating money up here, orders. So everyone who goes long or goes short, I don't really use indicators, Hazel. When people go long or short, they have to put a stop loss in, a conditional order, right? That if price goes here, we don't have to, but if I'm wrong and price goes up, it takes me out of my position. So there's stop losses up here. There's liquidity up here. There's money. There's money sitting up here, right? So I'm looking for that to be swept and then a reclaim of the level. I could do a whole, and again, tacticaltraders.com, it's free. I'll tell you what a liquidity sweep is. But we're sweeping money. There's money. Like when we're chopping sideways in a range like this, right here, right? Look how many times people had to go long and short, this is a liquidity sweep. This is the perfect example of liquidity sweep. So we had a range for months. Oops, there we go. There, right? People go short with stop losses. People go short, they put stop losses. People go short, they put stop losses. But it's not just that. People also went short all the way up here. People went short, people went short, people went short, right? So they put their stop losses up here, then they move them here. Then they move them here, then they move them here, and then they move them here. These are like liquidation points where if price goes there, people get wrecked and they're forced to close their positions. Me being, and this isn't me, but I'm gonna pretend to be this. Let's pretend that I'm a hedge fund. I'm a trading house. I'm a billionaire, and I want to buy $100 million worth of Bitcoin, or I want to open up a very large position on a short. I can't just do it. I can't just load up an exchange and go $100 million and hit a button and go short, because there needs to be opposite side orders there, right? For every long, there's got to be a short. So I need to create liquidities. That's it. So price goes into all those orders that are resting up here, right? Those are shorts. They have stop losses above. When a short closes, it becomes a long. So if I'm looking to fill a short, I can do that now. And I know if you have no idea and you're new to trading, you probably have no idea what that means or what anything that I just said, but it's literally, they're just taking out orders, condition, and these positions are being forced to close. So they can then enter their $100 million position. Ben, what if alert goes off, but it is not New York session? Do you take it or don't even bother with the moves? First of all, what up, homie? I've taken them, man. I think if it's like a strong level, if it's like a weekly level or something, or a big swing level, why not? We know that moves happen during London, moves happen during Asia session, right? I mean, not only on Bitcoin, but it happens on NQ. I mean, it happens everywhere, right? I mean, let's look at NQ, look at the sessions. Oops, right? London session, here was NQ, pumped up. That was the bottom during London while we were all asleep, right? So it happens on Bitcoin, it happens there too. I think you just want to make sure whatever your system calls an A+ trade, for me, if I'm taking a trade out of New York session, it's got to be A+, man. It's got to be A+ for me. Do you enter on the retest of the sweep area? I would say you enter on, I mean, mine is, I enter on the sweep, right? But whatever your confirmation says is what you do. But if it's a true sweep, right, there's got to be trap traders in there. There's got to be offside traders. If you're trying to go short, there's got to be longs in there. If you're going long, it's got to be short. But maybe if you have a specific example, dude, toss it in Discord and I'll look at it. I enter on the sweep. So I don't know. So the trade vine, are you asking, so here's a level, let's just pretend, right? Here's the sweep. Are you asking when we like, I think for, let me put this another way. I think most traders, until you have traded 100 freaking liquidity grabs, SFPs, whatever you want to call them, you should enter on the reclaim at minimum. I don't think you try to catch the wick, because it could just be a back test and bounce, right? But here's the thing too, for trading, right? Having an idea and testing an idea are two different things. You gotta fail. You have to be wrong, right? You have to lose. You have to. And everyone who I do like mentorships with, that's what I tell them. And they're like, what? I'm like, dude, and this sounds funny, but I need you to lose. I need you to be wrong so we can figure out why you're wrong and patch the holes. And this is why so many people indicator hop and strategy hop, right? Because they'll lose a couple times and then they'll go watch a YouTube video on some dude sitting in a Lamborghini saying he made $10,000 before the market's even opened. And then they'll try his strategy, and then they'll try it a few times and they'll lose, right? Every strategy works for somebody, right? But not every strategy works for everybody. You just got to pick something and you got to trade it and you got to hone it and you got to get better and better and better at it. You got to learn all the emotions. Not emotions. I was just reading something. Need to lose to build discipline, emotional control. Yeah, 100%. 100%. What up, Jose? Correct me if I'm wrong. Orders being taken out means price hit the short or long target, but does not continue in that direction. Faith, that is called Lux Algo Sessions, or Sessions by Lux Algo. Correct me if I'm wrong. Orders being taken out means price hits the short or long target, but does not continue in that direction. Scaled and Trucky, I don't know if I 100% understand the question you're asking, to be honest with you, or maybe it's just my brain can't pull out what you're asking. Just because we take liquidity doesn't mean, like, we can take liquidity and go up, and we can take liquidity and go down, right? So just because we take liquidity does not mean we go down, for sure. I think maybe that's kind of what you were saying, maybe. Nothing's guaranteed in the markets, right? It's one or two thing happens when you go into liquidity. You go up or you go down. I mean, that's anything, right? Either you go up or you go down, but what's your confirmation, right? What is it? What does an A+ liquidity sweep look like to you? For me, it's offside traders off of a key level, and now all of a sudden they're trapped. Now all of a sudden they're trapped. So when we go down, they're being forced to close, and that just pushes the price down further, or invert it in the other direction, right? Oh, he has to keep live practicing, knowing when to flip if the retest. Do you flip? So I only trade one thing. So I mentioned, maybe you weren't here, but there's three things. When price gets to your level, when price gets to a level that you have marked out on it, whatever it is, it could be a fib level, it could be an EMA, it could be an order, whatever it is, order block, it could be anything. There's three options. There's three options that you have when it gets to whatever the level is. Moving average, fib. It's going to bounce, it's going to sweep, or it's going to break. That's it. Now, maybe it chops sideways for a little bit, but it's going to do one of those three things. And I only trade one of those three things. I only trade sweeps. So I don't even need to think about bounces. I don't even need to think about breaks. My idea at every level is a sweep. I just need the market to confirm that. And I confirm that by order flow, trap traders, right? Are there, in this type of trade where I want to go short, I want to see major longs breaking into the, or piling into the breakout, right? And then I want to see that fail. That's what that swing failure, that's what SFP means, swing failure, right? Now, all those longs are being forced to close, which pushes the price down further. Because if a long closes, it becomes a short, right? Throw 100 in XRP and forget about it for a while. Good luck, man. 1,000 XRP ain't gonna retire you, no matter how many TikTok videos you watch, brother. Can you please give me advice on IBRX? I don't give advice, but I'll look at it. I can only explain to you what it's currently doing. Right? That's it. So maybe it's finding some support here at 635. This thing's had a nice run up. Well, this is only a 5-minute chart. Let's zoom out a little bit here. Let's zoom out a little bit. Oh, I've already looked at this today, right? This is what a liquidity sweep looks like. And I don't know if there's news or something here, but we took out a high, we closed back in, and now it's just we got to find a bottom. But unfortunately, if we start going down, I mean, just think about the gap that's there, right? And I don't know, are you in profit? Are you in profit on it? You know, is it news based? I don't know. Do you know what I mean? But like, take profits. Like, did you catch 200% and not take profits? Because you hope it's gonna, and I'm not saying you, I'm just generally talking to people on anything, right? Because you hope it's gonna go higher. There's no support below us. We took it all out, right? We took everything out. Maybe it's here, right? Maybe it's this previous high becomes support. Maybe it's there, but then you're giving up half of your gains, right? It's 40%. Take profits, man. Take profits. Do you ever look at insider trades? No, but if you got some crazy data, let me know. If you're an insider, dude, let us know. Yeah, Debbie, I agree with you. It feels like a temporary run up. If you're in this and you're up, nobody goes broke taking profits. And it does this. Look at it. Look at back here. It did the same thing back here. Exact same thing. Pumped up, gave it 100% back. Right? That's what we don't, that's what we want to avoid. Same thing here. Look, right? Big run up, 100% of it given back. I bet you this comes back. Again, not financial advice. I'm just looking at what's happened in the past and knows what happens when things pump 200%. They usually don't stick. I do use bookmap keys, not as much lately. When I was trading bounces and breakouts more, I'd use bookmap. Now I'm pretty much just trading sweeps, grabs, liquidity grabs, SPs, whatever the hell you want to call it, and I don't really need bookmap for that. Best bet I did. I sold 90% of my port for this year. Good job. Good job, man. I love hearing people take profits, man. I love that. Good job, dude. I trade stocks and futures. I don't really day trade stocks though. I day trade NQ and Bitcoin futures. I love Bitcoin, man. I love trading Bitcoin futures because it just moves, man, and it moves the same way NQ does, right? It's like the same logic, I mean, it all is, dude. You could trade orange juice futures. If you can trade Bitcoin futures, you can trade orange juice futures, right? If you trade NQ, you can trade cattle futures, you can trade silver. It's the same. There's little tiny nuance differences, right? But that's about it. Does liquidity mean that the limit order price targets get hit and price reverses? It means like stop losses are being hit, scaled. It's money. Liquidity is money that's just sitting there, right? And big players need that money in order to enter. That's what liquidity is, where the money is, and that's why price goes and does what it does. Big players need it, right? So just think about liquidity as where the money is on the books, and then lives above highs and lows. Highs, lows, lows, lows. There's liquidity all there, and then we took it all, right, all the way up to here, and then it swept it, and now it's dumping. There's stop loss orders all up in there, liquidations, all kinds of stuff. I do not use fair value. Oh, I use fair gap. I don't really call them fair value gaps. They're just gaps, right? Volume gaps. I don't care what label you put on it, but I use it for this purpose and this purpose only. I know when something moves up fast, it can go down fast, right? But I don't use fair value gaps. No, I don't trade fair value gaps. I don't use fair value gaps, brother, so I don't, you know what I mean? But it's, you have a series of 3 candles, 1 candle, 2 candle, 3 candle. It's the gap between the wicks and the body, right? That's a fair value gap. DGXX. Wait, DGXX. Digipower is a power play. Power plays are all the rave, man. What am I on a daily chart here? This thing swings wildly, huh? 135%, 250%, 182%. So it gets in these things where it like swings crazily, gives it all back, but then pumps higher, gives half of it back, pumped again, gave all of it back. I mean, hopefully it's finding a bottom here at that 230 price. I mean, look at local structure, right? Well, that's 15 minute. Let's go a little less local. Let's go 4 hour. I mean, it's headed in the right direction, so it's at resistance. Okay, so this is something. Boom, right? So you had support, the market's liking this, right? Support again. All of a sudden we lost it, and then it's resistance. And now it's kind of resistance again, so it's got to get back above, right? To go higher. Otherwise, if this fails, I think we're probably coming back down to 230. So get over 320 to attack these highs. Maybe it goes back up to $4, 450, something like that. But it's at a key level right now, man. This 320, 320-ish. Temp run on DGXX. I don't know. You know, anytime I'm doing T, I'm not like looking up news and earnings or any of that stuff, right? I'm just looking at market structure. But what do you think comes first? Is it the chicken or the egg, you guys think? What's the thoughts there in chat? Is it, what comes first? Is it news or is it the charts? What do you guys think? SNDK. Sandus has been hot, man. Yeah, I mean, I don't, you know, we're in price discovery. You know, what do you want? What can you do with this? It's just, it keeps going higher and higher and higher. Like, do you buy it at 453? I don't know. I'd probably just find something else. I mean, this thing is just gonna keep going up until it doesn't anymore. What can you say about this? It's in price discovery. It's never been this high. There's no levels above us. It's just crushing it. It's gonna continue to crush it until it doesn't. Until we see some kind of shift lower. But there isn't one, right? Just it's crushing it. This thing's up like crazy. Keep sitting on it if you're in it. I can't tell you what to do, man. You know, I'm not a financial advisor. I ain't gonna tell you to buy it and then do covered calls with long puts for protection. You got to make that decision for yourself. Right now, it looks good. Right? It looks good. I wouldn't be concerned or worried until we start losing lows. Again, when do we buy? When it's doing what this is doing, you buy. You start losing these lows, and then I would start flipping, right? Maybe people are going to take some profits. I think it looks good. I don't know what to say. But watch the lows. Watch these higher time frame lows. All right, we ain't got to overcomplicate it. Keep it simple. What if the farmer's 2026 stock market sell-off is true? It could be true. You hedge with boomer rocks, dude. That's what everyone's doing. I mean, it's silver's ripping, gold's ripping. They're going nutty. Guys, I think I am going to get out of here, though. I've been live for an hour. Smash that follow button. We go live every day. We got free. We ain't course sellers. We'll give you a free education. Doesn't cost you $1. TacticalEdgeTraders.com. Link in bio. If you go there, again, it's free, right? We ain't pushing shit. TacticalEdgeTraders.com. Enter portal free. Go to training grounds. All kinds of free stuff. Everything that I'm talking about today is in here. And I'm constantly adding and adding and adding and adding, and it's free. And it's real foundation, fundamental stuff to get you going, man. Otherwise, we'll be live tomorrow. We're in Discord constantly. Discord is free. The only thing that's not free in Discord is live trading, because I don't want 1,000 people in there asking me dumb questions, because I do this for a living. But everything else is free, man. You can come and kick it with us and hang out. Know when we go live. We got free events in Discord every Sunday where we do market structure lessons like this. Donkey runs that. And occasionally other ones too. 100%. How much is live trading? $100 a month. Otherwise, everything else is free, man. I am gating that though. Appreciate y'all for hanging out though. Y'all be safe, and we will see you guys tomorrow. Hop in Discord if you have any questions.